Hello?
I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay,
the voice
sounds good.
is good.
Satoshi, oh my god.
Hello, Satoshi, the first as usual.
Ah, yeah, Satoshi's gonna retire now, man. Satoshi's gonna retire, man. This is
Yeah,
just keeps on blooming after blooming after blooming.
job is almost done. Yeah.
Yep, Satoshi. So tell us, are you gonna take it over the heights or not? Give
Yeah,
20k to me.
20k.
Whoa, 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 okay. Jesus, guys, Jesus.
Depending on Satoshi,
Yeah.
only.
Depending on Satoshi, yep. I mean, there was a, I guess the biggest crypto seas in America helped out to this, huh? I'm reckoning the America probably won't sell those $1 billion worth of bitcoins, or is it even more? Satoshi, I
Yeah.
wish Ethereum would go on a little bit of a more run than just, what is going on right now. I mean, it's still pretty chill. I mean, it's still falling behind a lot against Bitcoin, and I still haven't checked the Bitcoin dominant chart, so I guess we will do this live on stream, and I can't even imagine being good. I guess we're gonna be breaking the points, gonna be breaking
Oh
some
yeah,
levels
yeah.
there. I'm actually afraid to check that chart out,
It's already above 66.
Yeah, so I'm afraid to check that chart out. I don't want Bitcoin dominance to be breaking that. It's just not good for alts. It's just not good for alts. They could get wrecked a lot more, and Bitcoin just keeps on going. Okay, so anyways, I guess we can get started, right? I mean, Satoshi is here, so number one fan is here, right? So,
Let's go.
I mean,
Get over here.
we knew after breaking out that 17k is the next one, but what the fuck are we gonna do now? Because the 70k and 20k is all but one area, right? We are gaining the most important areas of the charts. We could do it like this, but I'm gonna do it like this. Yep. We are gaining the most important areas of the charts, right? So let us refresh our memory. This levels right now really, really important and crucial for the continuous bull run, which now could lead us God knows where, right? I mean, now essentially where we're gonna have nothing to the left side. If that does happen, this is gonna be a little bit difficult. But I still think there's so much people trapped in this gap. It's so many barbers or police chiefs or firemen that had nothing to do with crypto but just bought in just because of TV and everything. I still think there's gotta be a rejection in this area, and it's such a huge area. We're talking about 3k area. Holy shit, right? And you really can't base where the rejection is gonna happen up in this area, because when we came up, we tested a level, right, and we created another level here. So this is now really important area for us. So I'm not gonna say, right, so something that if we gain, it's really, really good for us, but also think, pumping this area all the way this and just breaking this without a pullback, man, that's like mission impossible with this market cap. Or is it? We gotta be looking at, because the last time we were so high up, oh boy, right? I mean, oh boy, boys, we had a little bit bigger market cap. Am I not mistaken? It's 500 millions. I mean, sorry, billions right now. But then back then it was 800 or something, right? So market cap is a little bit smaller. Yep. Deuteron. So yes, we're actually breaking out with a little bit more than half of the market cap which we used back in the day. So I'm gonna say that alts could really go for a sick run. That's one of the things that can happen, right? Or I mean, there's just not a lot of money to trust in crypto at the moment. So which means that Bitcoin could be having a big pullback from this point as well. It's not both of these options are not possible, right? Because somehow you gotta fill that gap in, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense if Bitcoin goes above 20,000 and you're missing so much of the market cap, right? So that means somebody is not in the market. People are not actually following the markets anymore, right? So that would be kind of a strange thing. I mean, we can all agree on that, don't we, right? So yes, this is now gonna be a wide area, and what we are gonna do right now in the next couple of weeks, I'm assuming, right? We are gonna be focusing a lot, and I don't mean a lot, on shorting, right? So I'm going to be like every sideways action that loses one single basic level are gonna be met with a short, right? everything like this, crash, short, right? I'm gonna be shorting it, patterns like this, patterns like this. I'm gonna be shorting them a lot, this kind of patterns, right? And I'm not just saying kind of patterns because you already know I don't trade with patterns, but I'm trying to show how basically what kind of a price action I'm gonna be basing off when I'm gonna be shorting, right? Because let's be honest, right, guys? I mean, the reward to the downside right now is absolutely massive, right? We're talking about a massive reward on the downside, and definitely the one that could net you. It could double up your portfolio at this point, right? So yeah, reward. I mean, the most basic reward right down is like $5,000. That's the most basic pullback we can get right now. Is right down about $5,000, right? But we can, we can get all the way to down here, so which means $7,000 as we stand, or even deeper, right? I mean, if we really analyze it on a higher time frames, right, pull back all the way down to this area is not impossible, right? It's not impossible yet. So in that case, if something that would have happened in the future, it would be $10,000, and that's a lot of money, right? I mean, it is a lot of money, especially if you place it under the leverage, right? It's a great vast opportunity right now that could make you a lot of money. But right now, my focus is still going to be standing, right? After I find a short on Bitcoin, I'm still going to be standing with my focus on Ethereum. I just hope that Ethereum will outdone the short on Bitcoin. That's what I'm the best hoping, right? The worst case scenario, if something like this happens, right? I mean, something like this back to 12K or something like that, right? And you get and Ethereum pushes itself down to like $270, right? That would be kind of a disgraceful for Ethereum. I mean, I do think Ethereum has to do a lot more. Also, worth to mention, I mean, you can already stake your 32 Ethereums for about 2 years. Yep, I think it's 2 years, and it's about 5 to 10%. I don't know, is it 5 to 10% per month or per year for the new 2.0 staking, Arnaud?
Yeah, I don't think it's per month.
It's for a year. Okay, so 10% per year. I mean, it's not bad. But when you say 10% in crypto, people are like, "What are you talking about? I mean, what is this?" Yeah, like 10%, man. I make that more. Yeah, I mean, to some degree, I agree with them, right? Because if you go on SPX, right, and of course, Satoshi Nakamoto is also the master of SPX. I think that was him who always calls the long position on SPX. I mean, if you look at it compared to this, it's about the same movement. You get about 7% on average on SPX per year plus dividends, right? And at the end of the day, SPX is much, much safer than Ethereum. So yes, after I heard the API, I wasn't particularly excited about it because, essentially speaking, it's not so much of a value, right? I mean, we're risking a lot of shit, right? Like Ethereum in 2 years, it could be on $80, but it could also be on $1,000, right? I mean, you're essentially locked in for 2 years, you can't move. I mean, if something like this would have been offered for Bitcoin, I think people will jump a lot more on it, right? Because many people have, even I have a cold storage wallet, right? Which with Bitcoin that I'm going to be holding for a longer periods of time, right? Basically Bitcoin that I'm not planning to sell. It's right. So you got your trading portfolio, also got your holding portfolio, as well as I also got stock holding portfolio and index holding portfolio, right? And most of those portfolio are not being traded; they're just there for pension, So if something like this would have been offered on Bitcoin, I think a lot of people would have jumped on it, including me, probably, because I'm not willing to sell those Bitcoins in the next 5 to 10 years, right? But when it comes to Ethereum, I don't have the same kind of trust as I do to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, at the end of the day, I mean, looking from the dominance levels, I mean, it's 2020, almost 2021, and the dominance still way exceeds 60%. And look at the amount of projects, right? We were just being on the, wait, what is this? CoinGecko, right? I mean, look at this, project 6008, wait, wasn't this 6009? Oh, 6,009 projects, and yet dominance of the Bitcoin still soars over 60%, right? So which is absolutely insane. So yes, guys, I'm gonna be probably even making a YouTube video about it, how I'm gonna be shortening Bitcoin. Of course, when that sideways action happens, I'm gonna be looking at effectively in this box. So right as we are speaking right now, we're already inside the box. So sideways action, losing any basic levels, anything will be met by short from my side. And also before I say that, and I'll also give a warning that about this in the video in YouTube vids, right? This could potentially mean that some of the short trades will go bad. So what I'm gonna say is, yes, there is no strange, we can't be strangers to losing 2-3 trades in a row short Bitcoin. But then if we nail at least one of them, right? So we have to nail about 1 trade out of 5 for us to make massive profits, right? Because essentially speaking, we are going here for 30 to 50 hours. So we're going at least for 50% or double X on the account, right? So, losing 4 trades of 1% is not exactly something that you should be crying about, right? So yeah, this is how I'm gonna try to capture this whole move, and we'll see actually how it goes, right? I'll try to document it as well so you guys can follow in as this price action progresses, right? But for so now, I mean, we've just been following the trend, right? I mean, so far we only had 1 short in this entire upswing, and even that short turned out good. So what else did we do? We just followed the trend, and we mostly just longed it and just, doing the basic stuff. It doesn't have to be complicated. We don't have to complicate shit when it's not needed to, right? We're just following the trend. And Classic David, I'm glad you joined to learn something again. I mean, obviously you guys are always welcome to ask questions, right? We're about 15% from ATH on BTC, yet 60% of ETH. Yeah, okay, so so that's a good point. I wanted to talk more about ETH, yeah. Ethereum, right? Definitely it's still my child, but I'm still waiting for the same thing that happened on Bitcoin that happened on Ethereum, and I know the Ethereum is the most likely one for this to happen. I know we got XRP, I know we got Litecoin, Cardano, but if I had to, rank my coins, right, I would probably first Bitcoin, second Ethereum, third either Cardano or XRP, because Cardano is quite a strong coin, man. It's really much supported in Asia, and they really like to drive that coin up, right? They really like their coins. But when it comes to XRP is also blooming up, So XRP is also gonna be one interesting trade, because if we break on this on XRP, 40 to 50 cent is coming, right? And if 40 to 50 cent is broken, we can go all the way up to $1. So that would be pretty interesting. Of course, not on Binance chart. Binance charts, it's outdated. For XRP, you should be on Poloniex or Bitstamp, much better charts. But essentially speaking, for the this usage right now, you can see if this area gets broken on XRP, man, that's fucking amazing. That could turn out a fucking amazing trade as well, right? So yes, definitely could be targeting this as well. So after that happens, I'll make another video about it as well. But we already played a lot of XRP, as you can see down here. All 3 TPs filled, and then, just waiting for some more. And actually, I wasn't looking at it, right? I mean, nobody asked me questions on streams or for XRP forever. And holy shit, I totally missed this trade, right? Totally missed this one. That's a sad one. But, we will try to capture another ones, right? I mean, can't capture them all. We had them on plenty, right? So when it comes down to Ethereum right now, I'm still open to this area. Still open to this area about hitting, right? Obviously, this is the last area that we were trying to trade. So if I'm not mistaken, we filled a bunch of trades here. We even had here one. We had one here. Arnaud, to refresh my memory. There's so many trades. I can't keep track of them all, right? Wait, we had trade here on Ethereum, then we had one here, right? Here, yeah, and then I think there was one more here, yeah. But no, this is the last trade. This is the last trade in the group. If surprisingly Ethereum breaks down, why am I still expecting that, you might ask, that after all this? Well, as I just explained, if Bitcoin starts going sideways and dips, well, Ethereum will probably follow him in the beginning before it breaks off away from him, right? So yes, this trade is still very much acceptable, and I'm still kind of waiting for it. And yes, if we want to break the bullishness on Ethereum right now, well, then we have to go all the way down here, right? All the way down here, and then we kind of broke in that bullishness. Although if we speak in weekly time frames, we would have to go under this, right? We would now definitely have to go under this to shake major differences on Ethereum, right? But yes, as the box goes, I am gonna be selling most of my Ethereum in this box. So starting with $600, I'm mostly aiming for Ethereum to come to at least 600, right? That's gonna be probably my biggest sell point, 600. But again, I'm not gonna be selling the blind, you know. I'm gonna be just, you know, scaling it. Again, waiting for some sideways action as Ethereum hits that, and if we start losing some levels, I'm gonna be shipping it, right? So obviously, when it comes up there, I'm gonna ship something to begin with, and then if we start looking bad, I'm gonna ship some more. And I do think this box is again gonna be a good act for the top of Ethereum, right? Especially, again, don't know where Bitcoin is going to take us then, right? But I really hope that it start catching up, because $600 with Bitcoin soaring like it is right now, it's looking less likely every day, to be honest, right? Thoughts on Link? Yes, we'll check that one as well. So yeah, looking less likely that it is. I mean, but then anything else? I mean, if you're still holding the longs on Ethereum, yes, the funding is negative. Sadly, we are paying on negative funding at the moment. Unless you're spot trading, which I do mostly these days. I spot trade a lot, so to avoid these fees on Ethereum, right? Because you are essentially paying 0.07, 0.06 or something like this on Bybit at the moment. So, you know, it's quite expensive. It can get quite expensive throughout the day, right? Bitcoin dominance. Okay, now the chart I fear the most. Sweet Lord. Like, again, right? We are again testing the point of breakage, right? So the most important area on the chart is going to be tested again by the Bitcoin, and this time around, I'm gonna hope that it holds. For God's sake, hold this shit. If this doesn't hold, man, fuck my life. We could go high. We could go all the way to up here, right? All the way to up here. Again, it's going to be a little bit of a box, but yeah, 70% hit rate. I mean, 70% dominance ratio. When there's like more than 6,000 coins on the market is absolutely crazy. It can still show how famous Bitcoin is compared to every other coin right there. I don't think Ethereum actually has, but Ethereum, does even Ethereum have 10% dominance? Arnaud, do you even know that? Because I'm not even sure, man. Is there even such thing as Ethereum dominant chart? But actually there is. Oh, so it has just about 10%. Wait, let me see. I actually never charted this, man. This is... Okay, this is not looking too bad, actually, right?
Kind of reversal, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that's kind of a position where we would mostly long, right? I mean, this box. Wait, so wow, look at that. Ethereum used to have 30% dominance in 2000. Oh, okay, so I get it. So I get it why it fell off so much. But right now, man, we could be climbing all the way up to 15 or maybe even 18. That wouldn't be impossible. That wouldn't be impossible at all. So yeah, luckily I never saw this chart before, but definitely glad I'm seeing it now, because judging by this chart, this looks good, and also this looks good as well, man. Look at this volume, right? I don't know if this volume is real, but you can see that after a big decrease of volume, we are picking up a lot again. It probably is real, right? Because you can probably measure it by just plain simple gas, right? But yeah, it looks pretty good, man. So yes, Ethereum can still pick off for it. But maybe it's not about Ethereum, right? Because now we have sort of an opportunity to figure out which sort of the altcoins are gonna be soaring through both of them, right? So I'm talking they're gonna be outperforming. There are gonna be coins that outperform Ethereum. There are gonna be coins that outperform Bitcoin. And one of these coins in the last week was actually Uniswap, right? I mean, it was one of the rare ones and even outperformed Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, right? BTC, I think outperformed Bitcoin. So yes, it's now pulling back to a buy area, but as you can see, it actually moved up for about 100% on Bitcoin. So if you traded it against the Bitcoin, you actually made quite a nice gains, right? But it was really, really hard to buy. Like, you would probably have to market smash it to get in here. I mean, I don't even know why Uniswap turned out to be so bullish, but it was hecka bullish, right? Even made a video about it, but right now, I mean, we can capture it right now, but you know, up on this point, it was almost impossible to get in. I mean, by using conventional methods, right? Yes, so let's check Link. Somebody suggested a link in the chat. Let's check Link. So Link on USDT, still looking fresh and fine, right? Still performing nicely. Wait, let me first check Link BTC if we can outrun it, right? If we got any chances. Okay, so yes. Oh yeah, I did Link a video a couple of days ago. So as this is absolutely necessary to hold this area, we wish to continue, right? But it's looking kind of grim. It's looking kind of grim, I'm not gonna lie. So if Bitcoin does not chill out like you know, in the next couple of days, this is going to be wrecked. So wouldn't probably even be a mistake to exit this one break even, because let me see. So we tested this and now we break this. Fuck, we don't want to go under this. So the worst case scenario, what I would do if it breaks this, if it breaks this, goes under here, I would then wait for this to be regained and then take another trade. And it's just trial and error at that point, because essentially speaking, you don't want to go all the way down here, right? I don't think Link is going to go all the way down here, but it wouldn't be impossible either, right? I mean, again, depends on how far the Bitcoin is going to outstretch itself. But so far from this chart, it's not impossible to go down here. But after it goes under here, I wouldn't be taking any longs unless I'm seeing the regain of this area. That would be the smartest choice in my playbook, to be honest. To be perfectly honest with you. If this one doesn't fail, I'm out of trading in this one, so I'm just gonna be waiting. And when it comes to Link USDT, well, Link USDT is probably gonna do a lot better, right? I mean, Bitcoin goes up, USDT contracts go up as well, right? So you're making money there, regardless, even if you're just holding, right? But you could potentially make more money on Bitcoin, right? Essentially speaking, if that trade fails. So yes, Dante, I mean, not when it comes to USDT, it's not too bad because you're gaining this area right here and you're now soaring above it. So if you can hold yourself above it, you're probably gonna go test the high of this. And again, it's a similar fat box than it is on Bitcoin. So it's gonna be from almost $20 all the way to 16, right? And it's gonna be a same kind of shit. But when it comes to BTC, well, you know, it's not the freshest. It's not the freshest. It's that area doesn't hold. But if it does hold, then it's gonna be beautiful. Yes, it's gonna be one of those coins that outruns the Bitcoin. Huh? Who would have thought, right? JFI Moon over the past month. Would you like to trade JFI? Yeah. Okay. So wait, Satoshi, you recommended 2 coins. Let's first check BNB, right? I mean, BNB could be one of the coins. That's interesting. Oh, fuck me. Okay, unless it's not going to be one of the coins. This is exactly what I was fearful of. Okay, so BNB is going to fail to outrun BTC. Fuck my life. Look at this drop. 40% without a pullback. 0 reactions. My God. How come the Bitcoin, the Binance coin is so damn weak? Well,
I guess BTC is pretty.
Yeah, man. I mean, BTC is wrecked in us on big time. So yeah, yeah, this is the last area of defense. I'm gonna have to be tagging this shit, man. If it doesn't react from here, holy shit, this is gonna be bad. If it doesn't react for here for Binance, my God, this is gonna be painful as shit, bro. So yeah, definitely, this is the last area of defense, I would say, for BNB. Gotta be waiting for this one now and seeing. And actually, we had this area already here. Yep, we have actually had this area for almost a year, but never got filled. Never got filled because we started bouncing above it before. But now, shit, looks like we may be able to hit it. Yep. I mean, it's not the craziest thing that happened on BNB, right? Because essentially speaking, when we went up, we went down, you hold this area, but then we didn't break the second profit take, right? When the second profit take, we were already saying like, okay, this is gonna be a really troublesome if it doesn't break it, right? It's gonna be a pullback. But still, I would still take this trade because I think it's worth it during the times like this. I mean, when crypto is soaring, because you just don't know when it's gonna flip around. So I still think the trade was worth it. But yes, I totally understand why you're actually failing this, because this was definitely a bearish close. This was quite a bearish close here right away, right? But again, you gotta be taking those trades, you know, because a lot of times they play out and they give you good amounts of money, right? Wait, can we? Oh yeah, so I can imagine that BNB is doing a lot better on USDT, huh? Yep. And you know, you go on USDT, and it's totally different story. Like we actually going towards new high, right? But again, it does make that much sense, right? Because you're not outrunning Bitcoin at the moment, right? Yes, your portfolio is diversified, you're keeping it safe and everything. But yeah, essentially speaking, you would be making a lot more if you just be sitting on the Bitcoin, right? So if I was looking for this one, let me see. I mean, it's a little bit of a choppy area, I'm not gonna lie. So I can see one really important area here. So yes, actually, you were quite right on this one, Evgeny, right? This would be kind of the areas where I would be long in it. The only issue you already got, you know, The only issue I got, you already tested it here, right? So that's why this week didn't go all the way down here, because you already tested it here and liquidity was picked. So now this week stopped here and already pumped. So when now it's going to come down again, it's either going to give you another reaction from this point, but it's probably not going to be that great of a reaction, or it's most likely can go even lower to something like this, right? Something like this. So that wouldn't be impossible at all as well. So yeah, it could go all the way to 20 bucks. Could go all the way to $20. Yep, indeed. Wait, so now I got so many requests. So wait, if I'm following this correctly, so BNB right now here, yeah, Atom USDT. Okay, Atom. Wow, look at that. Nice spill. We got reaction. Boom, profit take. So this one played out nicely, and this one still stands. I got nothing else to add to this one. Satoshi, I mean, this one is still good, still standing as it was intended to, playing out as it would. But if I'm checking out on BTC, it's probably wrecked. Yep. Again, Atom BTC going towards new lows, and again, this is a good long position. If it goes all the way down here, that would be something I would long on traditional markets all day long. That's something I would long there, and it's probably most likely gonna work on Atom as well, right? So I'm just gonna save this one for the next time, and I do think if it comes down here, we're gonna see a reaction. It's not gonna be like BNB, because the whole thing when we went above here is totally different. But you can see how Bitcoin dominated everybody, right? I mean, look at its drops without any sort of reactions or anything, right? They're just soaring under. So JFI, yes, JFI USDT. Wait, I actually know. Oh shit. Who are not? Man, look at this, dude. We made this box here already, man. Like we said, if this doesn't go above this, it's gonna come down here. Look at this shit. Boy, oh boy, or not. That was October. Actually, not that. Wait, sorry. September. Okay, so not that far ago. About a month and a half. Definitely. Wow, goddamn, this one played out perfectly. Can't deny. Shit, I didn't even make a video about it, man. I forgot to make a video. Or maybe I did make a video about it, but it's also an old video because it's back from October. September. Yeah. So maybe I need to check if I made it, right? I mean, shit, there's so many, you guys are requesting so many coins that I'm sometimes getting lost as well. But yeah, I mean, that's a reaction. Holy fuck, man. It goes from 8K to 20K. I actually didn't trade this one. Now I feel bad because I didn't even see it. I forgot about it. Oh my god. We actually won it on... Okay, so this coin was actually won on BTC contract as well. How did I miss this one? What the fuck, bro? Actually feel very bad. Yeah, 2x. Okay, I actually feel very bad about this one. Fuck my life, man. I actually forgot about this coin completely. I have no idea why. Okay, so right now, again, we are struggling in the troublesome area, right? I tagged right here. So we already had a rejection. We'll see. We're just going to moon past it. If we're going to moon past it, we're going to long it again, right? I mean, for me, first time long it. I hope you guys longed it because I totally forgot about this one. But yeah, hopefully this one just continues and then we can tag 2. So yeah, I mean, then you're going to get 1 JFI for 2 Bitcoins. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I guess JFI is just doing miracles out there, man, because that's absolutely insane, huh? Yes, so JFI, so far, no complaints, man. But I do hope I see a little bit of a pullback here. I mean, I do hope that it doesn't break in the first try, you know. It just makes, you need to understand, it makes the whole construction of the, you know, the whole thing better. Even when you go back to Bitcoin, you know, I don't like seeing this, you know, guys. I just don't like seeing stuff like this, you know. People are like, yes, Bitcoin is so bullish. It's so bullish. But the construction of all this shit is not good. It's just not good. Because when we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down like this. And it's gonna happen. I know people are saying, oh my god, we will never see 6,000 or 7,000 on Bitcoin again. We will never see 5,000 on Bitcoin again. But it's actually possible because of the, you know, because our structures are looking like this, you know. This is way more healthy, something like this, you know, just testing the levels as you go or something when you go a little bit of a sideways. But again, we haven't tested this bottom levels here again. And then you just start popping off, you know, just no test, no nothing, just like here, you know. And look how far it took us down just because we did something like this. It's just too much FOMO. And the problem is once people start selling a FOMO like this, everybody starts panicking, then it just drop. That's the problem, right? But if you build your chart, right, if you build your charts nicely, you know, nice and slow, right, nice and slow, and then as price comes down, traders are gonna buy this level and it's gonna bounce. Traders are gonna buy this level, it's gonna bounce, right? Everything is gonna be going down a lot slower, and sometimes, you know, traders are gonna buy this level, now it's gonna bounce real back, and then traders are gonna buy this level again, and now it's gonna be something like this, right? So you can see how a chart on traditional markets drags out because of this, right? But when Bitcoin, it goes boom 20k, boom 3k, boom 17k, boom 3k, right, 20k. It's just crazy, right? It's just crazy how trading goes in crypto. It's definitely, when it comes to a lot of that, if you don't know how to follow trend, I mean, you're fucked in crypto, you know. And I see people, like, I know people, I see Twitter, I see people, they're shorting since here and here and here and here. That's about the worst thing you can do in crypto, is to short against the trend blindly. That's about the worst thing, because what tells you that it's gonna stop up here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, you can't stop. Once the FOMO starts, you can't stop it. You can't stop the people of crypto. It's just crazy, right? So you gotta imagine yourself. And I even had a guy 2 days ago. He was like, okay, so this, when I'm looking like this is you know, this is overly overextended, and I'm gonna start shorting every level. And I'm like, yes, I'm seeing the same picture as you, and I agree with you. This is absolutely overextended, right? But what are you gonna do now? Short this, short this, short this, and once it goes above 20k, what are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna base your short? What are you gonna short, like, I don't know, every $1,000 move or something? Like, what do you do after that point, right? Where do you place your stop loss and everything? So yeah, I mean, that's absolutely not cynical to do, right? So don't try to capture shorts on crypto on blinds, like, you know, knife catching, because it's absolutely going to wreck you indeed. So yes, back to the coins, my boys. FTM, Phantom. Okay, nice bounce from important area. Probably got wrecked on BTC, because I see the bounce was not as strong, or maybe I'm wrong. 50%. Okay, not the worst bounce. But yeah, okay, so bounce nicely on this area. Where did we make this? Okay, so basically in the previous week. Yeah, 10 to 3rd. Okay, this area is nice. Hold it really nicely. I'm not sure. Did I make a video about it? Shit, I made so many videos. I can. Yeah, Bitcoin, as I mentioned. Oh, look at this. Okay, so definitely not lost yet. Bitcoin, yes, this is the area. Wait for this. If it crashes down, this is a good spot. That's a good spot. The only problem you're gonna have here, fat stop loss, man, because you can see it's gonna go towards new low. I can always smell a fat stop loss. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that chunky boy, 30%, right? I mean, that's a proper chunker right there. I mean, that's not a good stop loss, right? But you know, Phantom went down so much that it actually started turning into low Satoshi coin, right? So what you're entering the hot territory right here, and we all know what happened to hot territory in their sex dungeons, right?
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, but yeah, USDT wise, very good. Okay, the CTSI from last week and this trade I'm actually still in. This one turned out really nice. We did it in the last week, yep. And wait, how much was my first profit target again? Oh yeah, 20%, yeah. So this one I'm still waiting in, and I'm waiting for the second profit target to be hit. So right now, on USDT charts, it's nothing, right? I move my stop loss to under this, and if it goes under this now, I'm gonna be closing it. By hand, obviously, right? And on BTC based, nope, no trades yet. Not trading this one, definitely not. Oh yeah, so now actually seeing this, I'm actually afraid with my USDT trade. So yeah, I definitely has to go above this before we even try to do something. But even then, I wouldn't be so much sure. This is not a good chart. Look, this is not a good looking chart. Definitely don't like seeing this. And yeah, basically how many of these fresh charts are looking at the moment because of BTC. But yeah, I mean, essentially speaking, I mean, this area would be the best if we could gain above it, we could long it. But then again, we're gonna be so late if that happens, because from this it's like 30% already. We're missing the profit, so we probably already had to react from the blue line and go there if we wish to, you know, if we wish to gain something on it. So yeah, okay, JFI, we did JFI. Oh yeah, Cardano. I mean, I did video about Cardano as well. ADA USDT still holding the main area, Now this area has been here for almost a year already. Almost a year, and it's still holding. It still hasn't done much, but I do think Cardano this way around. I mean, I do think Cardano has to be taken on BTC, right? Yep, Cardano has to be taken on BTC because when you look at it like this is much superior. I mean. The whole Asia basically supports this coin, right? I mean, and the stop loss is okay, 15%. It's not perfect, but it's okay, right? But this is what you want to be seeing. I wouldn't be trading that one on USDT because I do think there's a lot better coins on USDT. I mean, CTSI is probably better on USDT as well. Probably Link as well. I mean, Link was definitely a big winner this year as well. So, you know, I would be looking more for those coins than trading Cardano on USDT because I do think, I mean, you can find a lot better coins. Even I think even holding Ethereum is going to be better than that, right? But I could be, of course, be wrong, right? But when you got coins like JFI and Link and such on Uniswap on Binance, I do think you can go for better picks on dollar contracts. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Okay, so do we have any more coin suggestions? Have I missed any? Anything for XRP? Yes, XRP, I already said, I think. Wait, XRP. Let's do it on a proper chart then. Yes, Bitstamp, my favorite for XRP. So you can see XRP is continuing. So yeah, this is usually my chart, my go-to chart when I trade XRP. Because Bitstamp has one of the oldest XRP charts, and you can see it's really good. And also Poloniex used to be a main one, but I don't think it matters now anymore. So yeah, you can see, right? I mean, we basically traded this coin since down here. We went up. We said we're gonna refill it here. We refill it, and now it's going up, right? And now, as I said, if it breaks this area, in this case, I'm gonna be saying this area, because it is a little bit of a choppy one, you can see, right? I mean, it doesn't line up clearly. We can go all the way up to 40 cents, 50 to 40 cents. It would be nice if XRP went for 40 bucks, huh? But yeah, 40 to 50 cents is not impossible. Low-key speaking, it breaks this $1. Holy shit, huh? I mean, $1. But we'll see if XRP will have to bring back their market makers. We have to bring back some of the, some of the new stuff. I mean, right now there's not a lot happening. I mean, now Ripple had a partnership with Microsoft, but they have like 3 different companies, and it's usually if somebody has something, it's bullish for the other one, right? And I actually did a partnership on Microsoft. Actually did a video on that, and people laughed at me. They were saying, oh, you don't even know that XRP and Ripple are 2 different things. Well, shit, man, of course I know, but look, I mean, after that partnership, look at this shit, man. We got 25%. Like, I'm not stupid. I know there are 2 different or 3 different companies, but if one of them gets something like this, it's usually bullish for the other ones, right? And this is now, I can go back to that video and say, suck on this, suckers, right? Or something. Because actually it did turn out. We pumped 30%. I said it was bullish. That's extremely bullish. I mean, Microsoft, I don't care if it's like even remotely connected to your brand. It's very fucking bullish news. Wouldn't you agree with it, right? So yeah, so when it comes to XRP Bosach, now it's definitely not the time to sell. If you're a long time holder, now it's time to hold. So yeah, I can say that for a long time on XRP, and trust me, I've been asked so much shit about this coin. And all the time I was selling, sell, but that now I can basically say, well, no, don't sell it. Now it's actually bullish. So yes, don't be selling that shit, right? Neo. Okay, so Neo. I'm not sure. So yeah, the Neo. Oh yeah, wait. I think I'm on this trade as well on Binance. I got like 10 trades on Binance right now. I have to check out again which all of the coins are. Yeah, no, I even got more than 10 trades open on Binance at the moment. Yeah, I went a little bit crazy, but this is the time to go crazy, to be honest. I mean, this is the time where it's either gonna pop or it's gonna flop, as I like to call it, right? Yes, Satoshi Ethereum. I mean, Satoshi, I don't know why you're so happy about Ethereum. You should be happy about Bitcoin, right? I mean, you are Satoshi. So yeah, Neo, as I spoke, right, definitely this is the area that has to hold. If Neo goes under this area, then it's going to be really painful, because it's going to be most likely dead for it. And we all know it's not going to be dead on USDT contracts. It's most likely going to be dead on Bitcoin contract. And this is holding really good area as well. This is holding really good area as well. I'm really happy about this trade, and hopefully do hope that it's going to be hitting a second profit target for me. But call me sucker, you know? Call me sucker. Like, I see my problem right now when I'm speaking here. Like, every old coin that is like been here around for 2-3 years or more, I'm in the trade. But then I'm seeing these new coins, Uniswap, JFI, and I'm missing them, you know? Like, I don't know, I guess I'm a sucker for old coins because I like quote-unquote stability, and I think they have something because they've been around for so long. But now I actually see doing this that I've missed the best gains because I was staying away from these coins, and I was rather investing in Neo, Ethereum. Also, I think XTZ is also one of the things I'm in it. Yeah, this is also the coin I'm in it. It just hit the first profit target. And now I'm just waiting if it's gonna be more, right? Because now, wait, I still haven't moved the stop loss on this one. Wait, so I'll see. Wait, did that happen? Oh, that's happened last night, yeah. So still haven't moved the stop loss on this one. But I'm invested in this coin, which actually gave me only 50%, but I could be in JF5 instead, right? Also Stomo, yeah. Tomo, I'm still in this one as well. Tomo actually gave another re-entry here, but I didn't think it was worth it, to be honest. It wasn't worth the call, to be because the prospect of this coin is not that big at the moment. It's not that big, and the volume wasn't right as well. So I don't think this one is worthy of a call just yet. So yeah, this was just a refill spot, and so far as you can see, it's not even up that much. Again, 50%. It's not that special, right? I mean, if you hold in Bitcoin, you're doing better, right? You're absolutely doing better. So wait, Ethereum, what's happening with Ethereum? Okay, so finally Ethereum going to the new highs. Yes. Arnaud, we shall rejoice this moment. Oh wait, we never checked Ethereum Bitcoin chart. What are we doing in the stream, man? Oh, for the love of God, please hold, man. Please hold. For the love of God, please hold this trade, man. Shit, if it goes under there, yeah, then again I'm gonna have to trade in this area. But if it goes under this area, then I'm gonna be sweating bullets, because Ethereum then is gonna be looking shit. It's gonna be looking like dog shit if that happens. But I'm glad. I mean, I know it's super nice if it's breaking resistance on dollar charts, but this is where it needs to hold. This matters here right now. This matters more than all. Can we buy Ethereum now? Well, Bossa, I mean, apparently to this chart you can buy it, because we are at the point that it absolutely has to hold. But then if it goes under this shit, sell it and then rebuy it in this box, right? So if you're gonna be buying it now, you also gotta be rebuying it in this box. So you can't be just taking a trade here and then holding it, and then if it fails this box, you're still holding it. That would be bad. But yes, essentially speaking, from this chart right now, you can buy Ethereum, and also from this chart, this chart, you can buy it as well. Again, this has to hold. This absolutely has to hold for Ethereum to go to the moon with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, just chill the fuck down, bro. I mean, come on. We need some mercy here, man. We need to make some money. Oh yeah, I called Litecoin. Again, I'm trading the old fucking coins, man. I'm in Litecoin, right? Shit. I should be in JFI, god damn it. But Litecoin is going to be a good performer, I think. It's going to be a good performer by the fact how it created its lows, you know? Look at its lows. And right now, lately, it even created 3 dries to a low, right? It created 3 dries to a low and then started gaining above these levels. So this is quite strong reversal pattern when it comes to crypto. It's quite strong. So definitely be on a lookout for this one, because it can basically give you a lot, right? It can basically bring in a lot of the moolah, so to speak, right? So yeah, boys, any more questions? Sure, boys, sorry, guys, right? I mean, or should I say boys and girls? I don't know if we have any females watching crypto trading. I mean, to my recollection, 90% of the public is boys, but it can also happen, and I do not wish to insult anybody, right? Do we have any more questions? Any trading questions? Is anybody trying to make a progress on their trading career or something, right? I mean, then Arnaud can give you some really good tips. Waves, USDT, Waves, BTC, Waves, USDT. What the fuck? What the fuck happened with waves? Man, that coin is old and pumps so much. Holy shit. Holy shit, what the hell happened here? Did I manage to miss another moon landing? Well, okay. Okay, this coin is old and I still missed it. God damn it. Haven't checked waves in some while. I probably haven't checked waves in, well, at least Bitcoin chart. I probably haven't checked it. Or I'm not sure if this is the right, layout. But I used to use line like this like 6 years ago. Maybe it was just a mistake, right? Haven't used a line like that in 6 years probably, yeah. But maybe it's just a mistake. Okay, so looking at waves. Like, I know that it pumped a lot, but the chart doesn't actually look that good. I mean, you know, when you zoom out and you look at a chart like this, I mean, the chart is not as good as one might think, right? So yeah, okay, so first of all, we got an area here, right? So, but now we did a bearish rejection though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if something like this happens with, you know, maybe a little reaction, maybe non-reaction low, and just goes down. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, to be honest. But I guess if you hold this area, it can go higher, to test higher. But when I'm seeing a chart like this, unless they came up with some really amazing shit, I'm feeling like this is gonna go down, right? And there's not much I can say about USDT because USDT contract looks like crap as well. I mean, definitely missed, right? I mean, this is definitely missed. There's nothing else to do in this chart right now. And I see where, you know, it reacted exactly where I just based my Bitcoin trade on waves. Look at that. This was exactly where I based my Bitcoin trade off on waves, and it reacted right here. But here I went a little bit greedy. Why I went greedy? Because I wanted a 10% stop loss. I can already see it. I already see it why I did it like this, because I wanted that 10% stop loss. And that stop loss sometimes ruins you. And because of that 10% stop loss, I sacrificed 130% run. Fuck my life. Oh yeah, shit, I didn't even check volume. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. Okay, we're going up and volume is dropping. Oh yeah. Wait, what was the back here? Oh shit, yeah, volume dropping. Yep, so I wouldn't be surprised, man. Like, I guess we can add here. Probably more down than up. But okay, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Gonna put it on so that the next time I'm not gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? You know, just leave me a little clue of myself out there, because there's so many fucking coins out there. Oh yeah, one coin I was watching last night on Chartex, ALBT. Now, this one is turning out to be a great one. They just open up a farming. I mean, it's not that kind of farming, it's like really low key. But again, you know, a really good area or gaining right here. So it could be one of those coins that happens again, because I've been following a little bit this Uniswap shit, right? Game. Because this Uniswap games are a lot better than, you know, the standard ones. I mean, the standard coins, a lot more gains. But what I absolutely hate about Uniswap is, you know, like, you gotta camp your PC, man. Like, you know, you got action, and if you don't capture this week, like, well, the one moment you're up here on 12 cents and the next moment you're down at 8 cents, right? So you can also see that the Uniswap game can be quite brutal, especially if you don't have time to be spending in front of PC, so you gotta be camping it. But yeah, ALBT Alliance block is definitely one of the coins I've been watching, because they are, you know, they are also bringing some shit out and they pump in because of it, right? And I do think that coin is going to do something great. I mean, they have a great team behind, so we'll see. I'm definitely following that coin. I'm going to invest something into it and see if I'm actually right on that pick on Uniswap. Can we check Nasdaq? Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to tell you about those, bro. I know it's going to be all-time highs, right? So, yeah. Yep. So, I'm going to say, right, I mean, when you zoom out, right, so let's just say like this. When you zoom out, you already know what's waiting for you, right? right? And you would say extremely bullishness, right? But at the end of the day, if you really look at it closely, right? Look how much better this is than Bitcoin, right? I mean, look how much more we constructed this structure than Bitcoin did yours, right? And what we did here, right? What we did on these things is we've created levels in between, right? Some levels are untested, but most of them are tested. We can also see that from just a raw chart. But as we created these levels, right? That each pullback you're gonna have, these levels are gonna react because traders, even like they can be bad traders, they can be banks, they can be, you know, retail traders, doesn't matter. Some of the guys are gonna be buying there. And because some of the guys are gonna be buying there, they're gonna be halting this drop, you know. So drop is gonna be slower. When it comes to Bitcoin, you're just doing this, and then, you know, also the drop is much faster, especially if you've seen the drop this March where 2.2 billions on BitMEX were wiped out. It's exactly happened because we are not having that many levels around, right? We're just, you know, mostly just pumping in a straight line without even retesting the candles, right? I mean, retesting the levels, right? And yeah, I mean, this chart looks absolutely, looks like, for untrained eye, you would say, oh shit, I'm too late for this chart, you know. But if you guys are trying to invest money into regular markets, and we are talking indexes, right? My best advice to you is, don't try to time the markets. You're not gonna nail the timing, right? Because people were saying this chart is overextended since here. And look at that, that was 5 years ago, and almost 6 years ago. And people were saying it's overextended here. Yes, you had a pullback, right? But that pullback, if you missed it, again, what are you gonna do? And if you miss this pullback, what are you gonna do, right? And the important thing is that each pullback we have is higher than the previous bottom point. So yes, we are keeping that bullishness in. So my best advice to you will give you, if you're trying to invest into stocks for you, into indexes for your retirement, just start doing it every month. Every month do it. I don't care. It's like $100, $200, $300 every month. On when you get your paycheck, set it aside for index. Just put that money in. And even if this is the top, and now we're gonna be pulling back, all you gotta do is keep buying every month, right? And you're gonna average it out. And yes, in case that happens, I'm prepared for that as well. I have some of the quote unquote firepower on my bank, right? So what happens is, how you base it, when you go down for like 30%, you pull the first trigger, right? Obviously you can base this off levels, but this is how some funds do it. And I'm serious, man. This is how some funds actually do this buys. I usually base it off levels, but some funds will say, okay, from top it's 30% down, firepower, number one, right? And then again, 40% down, firepower, and then 50%, and everything under 50% is they are gonna go all in, right? And this is actually, I'm not even lying, this is how some of the biggest funds, I'm not saying say biggest fund, but some of the bigger funds actually do it. And it's absolutely crazy if you think about it, but this has always worked. This has worked since fuck my life, right? Since the beginning of the charting, right? For the hundreds of years, right? And even here, if you look at it, right, let's just say this was a bigger pullback, right? They would go all in around here, and obviously you don't get liquidated because they're stock buying, right? But look, I mean, essentially speaking, they were right back on top, right? So after just 3 short years, they were all in profit, and then massive profits on from on. So yes, I mean, this is probably gonna happen in the future. We're gonna have a little bit better. And sorry, maybe this is not the best index to show you at, because this pullback was a little bit bigger. But yeah, they were mostly doing that on SPX, right? I would be lying if I said that I knew they're doing this on Nasdaq 100. But on SPX, they're for sure doing this, right? On an index like this, they're for sure tactics that utilize just this play that I just shown you, right? And yeah, you also have the lost decade somewhere in between. So yeah, this is called the lost decade, if I remember correctly. And this is, again, if you use this tactic, obviously they made money, right? Look at that. It didn't, the first time around didn't even go under 60%. The second time around, again, you see, the biggest drop was 55% on SPX. So they never went all in. I'm guessing if the 60% is all in, right? So you can see the money they made was incredible. And this has been working since 1970s, but for the fact we know SPX has been on since 20s, 30s, 20s, I think so. So you can see this tactic for them worked extremely well, and I know they bought shit ton of here. Like, look at this again, 35% pullback. You know they bought shit ton of here as well, and this is actually how they build their portfolio. Obviously something like this is not as good for you. I mean, I do think you should have some firepower behind in case something like this happens, so you can buy it, because it did pay off for the last 100 years, so maybe it's gonna pay off for the next 100 years. But if you're trying to go into investing each month, $100, $200, $300, and just put it in the SPX, just put it in every time. When do you think is the best time to short Bitcoin? Yeah, as I was saying, Bitcoin, we are not going to be shorting it blindly. Oh yeah, oh shit, it's so, yeah, I see Arnaud is, it's going even higher. We're not going to be shorting blindly, but we're going to be waiting for action. We lose the level, short it. Or something like this, lose the level, short it, right? This is how we're going to be shorting it. We're not going to be shorting it blindly. We're not going to say like 20K short without anything, without any price action. That's not gonna happen. We're not gonna short it blindly. Okay, boys, any more questions? See, again, I said boys, Jesus. Guys, any more questions? You know, yeah, I mean, when you go into investing, when you go into stocks and what's it called, stocks and indexes, a whole totally different ball game, right? Whole totally different ball game. And if you don't have time to follow, just buy SPX. SPX is far the best thing you can do out there. It does like 7%, 7 or 8% on average a year. You get your dividends and you reinvest them, and you know, you just gotta approach this as if, like, I don't know, if you're in early or late 20s, you say, okay, I'm not gonna be touching this money until my 50s. And when you come to your 50s, and if you've invested each and every month consistently, trust me, man, it's going to be a healthy amount for your retirement. Perhaps, you know, it can be for your retirement. It can be a nice sports car, right? Or it can be even a beach house. The fuck knows, right? I mean, it depends how much you're investing, but this is something, if you start doing now, you can buy something really beautiful in the next 20 to 30 years, right? Something real beautiful. But again, depends how much are you going to be investing into it, right? And it's a really good thing. I really do think everybody should participate. And even if the pullback happens right now because of Biden, don't just sweat around it. Just keep on investing every month, averaging in. Yes, essentially in the next 5 to 10 years, you're gonna be thankful for it, right? And it's basically how Warren Buffett got rich. It's basically how the second, third richest man on the planet got rich. I mean, I know he overtook a lot of companies and he had a lot of businesses, but most of his money just came from patience on stock market. It's, believe it or not, most of his money came from patience on stock market, because if he was trading like some of these guys trade BTC today, he would not be nearly the second or the third richest guy on the planet, or fourth. He's top 5, that's for sure. But I'm just saying, he wouldn't as nearly be as rich as he is today, because most of his money just came from patience. And one thing he always does, buy SPX every month. He buys SPX every month, and fuck, I think since he was 15, he bought his first stock. And until then, just SPX every month, and you can see it's really good, right? See you in, yeah, I mean, Satoshi, it's like, you know, putting 10% of your paycheck aside, it's not going to kill you, right? And it's much better than just keeping your bank money on your money on the bank. And that's a lot. This younger generations, there's actually research out there that just says that we stack our money on banks. And I would agree with this. I guess we do kind of stack our money in banks, right? Because people are too lazy to actually research investing. But, you know, history has shown that it's a lot better than just keeping money on the banks. This can perform a lot better for you. And this actually looks like how money is working for you, you know? And I know we can't go into real estates anymore. I mean, our fathers and grandfathers could go into real estates, but for us right now, I would say for us, the real estate market is kind of becoming unreachable, you know, for us as a generation, I'm speaking, right? You must agree that there is a possibility the stock market might not repeat itself in the next decade due to the failure of money. Yes, get us, I absolutely agree with you. But as I always say, you know, and again, it's the same thing as I got on Bitcoin Cash fork. You know, Bitcoin Cash fork worked the last 4 times, right? And people say, well, what makes you believe that it's going to work the 5th time? I don't know. You see, that's the thing. When it comes to this thing, the best thing possible to do is to follow and track the history, and history deems to repeat itself. And right now, again, $100 aside, right? I'm not telling you to put your whole savings in, but I'm telling you to put a part of your paycheck every month into this. And the worst case scenario, it might not repeat itself and everything is going to go to shit, right? But then we also know that about, but it's like 30% of pensions around the world are tied to stock market. So having a big collapse, or should I say having a collapse that won't recover on stock market is, it's very questionable, right? Because let's just imagine if SPX 500, so let's just say 500 best companies in the world, if they all go bankrupt, I do think we have much higher problem on the planet than we do with money. We can all agree to that, right? If 500 best companies go bankrupt, right? So yeah, you got to look at it from that perspective. And if you're talking to me that in the next 10 years market can crash, well, 10 years is not that kind of a time that I would worry about that, because I'm going to be worried about if market can crash in 30 years, not in 10 years, right? I care about 30 or 20 years, because this is, after much, as I was saying, this is a really long-term investment. And when in crypto you say long-term investments, most people think a month. But when I'm saying long-term in traditional markets, it actually 20, 30 years, just everything above 10 years is long-term, right? So yes, there absolutely is possibility of market crashing, but I do think it's such a little possibility, because due to the fact that so many pensions are tied to the markets, and the top 500 companies are gonna be, here for a while, because we actually need those companies, right? We need companies like Apple, Google, and internet and all that shit. We can't survive. We possibly can't survive without them, right? We're too addicted to those companies, right? So the stock markets will keep soaring up until those companies are good. And even if one of the companies fail, which it will, right? One of the couple of companies from top 500 will fail in the next 10 years, but they immediately get replaced. That's the beauty of SPS 500, right? They immediately get replaced with a new company that just, pushes the market back up again. So that's why it really is a wonderful index, a really powerful index that can make you some quote unquote easy money in the future, right? For your retirement. About the BTC, is it fine to track 4-hour time frame to see if it goes that's what I'm gonna be doing, 1 hour to 4 hours to see if it goes in range, right? We need a crypto SP. Yeah, Satoshi, that can't happen. That can't happen just yet, because you don't have companies, right? You don't have companies that will provide revenue in the real world for crypto to do something like this, right? There are some, but very, very limited. 99, I think the statistic like 99 or 98% of projects don't even make money. Even Bitcoin as itself does make money. Bitcoin is not going to make money. If you leave Bitcoin alone, it's not going to generate revenue. And for you to do an index, you need revenue, right? Until there's no revenue, you can't put a value on something. The thing can't actually go, right? So if you had, crypto ice cream, which would sell ice creams in real world and would be bringing in, $15 million of revenue each year, well, that could be one of the companies for the index, right? Because that company would be really good and it would operate with crypto and sell ice cream. That would make a lot of sense, and you could invest into it because you would be expecting larger profits in the next year, right? But until that happens, it's not viable. And no, miners are not the solution here, because miners do not provide you with revenue. Miners just mine the transactions, because Bitcoin is used. If Bitcoin stop being used, miners can wipe their ass with it, right? You can do anything else, right? You need something. You need to be selling something that actually, a product that actually people want, right? Like crypto VPN or stuff like this that actually makes money in real world. And then you can have an index that will base off of it, right? So yeah, having an index in crypto, obviously it's on FTX exchange, right? But one that will soar like SPX 500, impossible right now. Definitely impossible. There's not enough services in crypto. There's not enough companies that would actually make revenue in real time for this to be able to pull something like this off, right? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so this stream has been more than hours, guys. Jesus, we talked about many different things today. It's been a pleasure like always, right? I mean, I guess we're gonna be wrapping it up right here and right now. Do subscribe to our channel, right? I mean, we do make these videos every day. I mean, not the streams. Streams are gonna be next week again on 24th at the same time. But yes, videos are dropping on YouTube or dropping daily, except on Sunday, right? And we are gonna be, making a little bit more informational video, which is also gonna be good. So you might check that one as well, right? Ben is gonna be making a video about telegrams, right? So that one is gonna be really helpful as well. Not my expertise, but definitely helpful video, just to avoid scams. So yeah, thank you for joining, guys. I guess I'm hoping we're gonna be seeing you again next week. And
Take care of me, guys.
yep, I guess this is it. Bye.